Happy Victory Monday. I know it's not Monday anymore, it's Tuesday, but I'm still riding that wave. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling great. I assume you guys are feeling great. The Jags are officially number one in the AFC South, and we haven't been able to say that for a while. So I'm really enjoying every single second of this, as you should be too. The Jags absolutely demolished the Colts 24-0, and the winning streak continues at home against Indianapolis since 2014. And we pitched a shutout, which our last 3 shutouts since 2017 all came against the Colts, which is just... I'm loving these streaks. I prefer these good streaks rather than these poor streaks, so definitely happy about that. I mean, even our 1-win season 2 years ago, that win came against the Colts at home. Before I get into the recap, I'd appreciate it if you guys would go down, drop a like, drop a comment, let me know how you're feeling, and also hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. It tells me that 89% of you guys watching aren't subscribed yet, so make sure to hit that sub button. Also hit that notification bell so you get a notification every time a brand new video is uploaded. Gonna be pumping out content all season, so yeah, let's get into it. We started out the game on defense. Drive resulted in an interception. Trayvon Walker on the pressure, got right up in Matt Ryan's face, and Rayshawn Jenkins took advantage and got a pick. And I think that really set the tone for the rest of the game. And if that didn't, our opening drive did. We ran a 15-play, 70-yard drive that resulted in a Christian Kirk 10-yard touchdown. The defense forced back-to-back 3-and-outs. We get the ball back, and we go down and score on a 37-yard James Robinson touchdown. And then right before half, we go up 17-0 with a Riley Patterson 52-yarder. In the second half, we absolutely dominated the time of possession. We just got after the quarterback on defense, took advantage, and ran out the clock. On our second drive on offense, coming out of the break, we ran a 12-play, 92-yard drive, resulting in another Christian Kirk 3-yard touchdown. And that came on a 4th down. From there on out, we really just ran the ball and dominated on defense. In that fourth quarter, we went turnover crazy. Devin Lloyd got his first pick of his career on a fully Fatukasi batted ball, and then Andre Sisco got his first interception on Adam Gotts's pressure. And from there, we really just ran out the clock and ended the game, winning 24-0. We took it personally. We wanted that shutout. We didn't let off the gas. We kept up the pressure, and we took advantage, and we ended up getting that shutout, which was so awesome to see. As far as team stats go, we corrected essentially every single thing that I talked about in my last video. We went from giving up 70% conversion rates on 3rd down to Washington to 20. The Colts were 2 for 10. And then on 4th down, they were 0 for 2. We got off the field, and that all resulted from pass rush, and then letting our DBs and linebackers eat on the back end. We had a huge problem with penalties last week. We had 13 penalties, resulting in like 100 yards. This week, we had 3 penalties for a total of 19 yards. We cut down on penalties by 10. And then, like I said, we dominated the time of possession. We had the ball for 38 minutes. They had it for 21. That is how you win football games. Right there. Getting off the field, killing the time of possession, and then red zone efficiency. We were 2 for 2, and the Colts were 0 for 2. I mean, that is huge, and we don't commit penalties. That's how you win football games against good teams. That's how you do it right there. This is the blueprint. This is what you got to do week in, week out, right here. You know, you hear the players talking about, we feel confident we can beat any team in the league. You can. If you play like this, you can. And that's what's so good to see is like, we haven't had many wins like this that I can remember ever as a fan watching this team. Seeing a blueprint win like this. I can't remember one. But this really feels like a turning point. And I don't mean to overreact. I know it's just one game. We got to go do it again next week. But seriously, like this feels different. As far as my takeaways go, Trevor Lawrence, just incredible. Just incredible. Hopefully, shut a lot of you guys up who were screaming bust on my timeline. Hopefully that had you pump the brakes a little bit and question that take, because he looked amazing. He was super efficient and took what the defense was giving him. They were playing back, running a cover 3 pretty much the entire game, and we were just picking them apart. Trevor Lawrence went 25 of 30 for 235 yards and 2 touchdowns. Just an absolutely immaculate game from 16. He needed that. We needed to see that, and it was just so good to see. And a huge reason for a game like that was our offensive line. The pass protection was amazing. We gave up 3 total QB pressures with 0 hits. Trevor Lawrence did not get touched in that game. Cam Robinson absolutely shut down Yannick Ngakoue. He had 1 pressure, I think, on the first drive of the game, and that was it. I didn't see him the rest of the game. Pretty much irrelevant. And Jawan Taylor has been one of the best tackles in football. over these 2 weeks, which is just so great. He has allowed 0 pressures, 0 hits, 0 sacks, 0 penalties, and 0 hurries in 2 weeks. So huge shout out to Juwan Taylor. Huge shout out to the offensive line. As a unit, they were fantastic on Sunday. And a huge reason why Trevor Lawrence had such a great game, because they gave him time to make reads. Receivers, just a superb game. Finding the soft spot in the zones, the yards after catch, the holding onto the ball. I mean, just all around the separation. It's just so good to see a competent receiving core around 16. Could it be better going forward? It definitely could, but these guys really play well together. Christian Kirk is having an awesome start to his career in Jacksonville. Among league leaders, let me read this off to you. Christian Kirk has 12 catches. That's 10th in the league. 195 yards. That's 4th in the league. 2 receiving touchdowns. That's 6th. 80 receiving grade. That's 7th. 2.79 yards per route run, which is 7th. And 85 yards after contact, which is 7th. And he's not a top 10 paid receiver. Is Christian Kirk underpaid? Because he looks awesome. Marvin Jones, his catches in traffic so far have really not been talked about enough. That man is holding on to everything, which is weird because his one drop was one of the easier receptions he's had so far. But as far as catches in traffic, this dude is hanging on to everything, helping us convert on 3rd and 4th downs. He's such a reliable target for Trevor, and he's really taking advantage on that when we need him. And then Evan Ingram, playing hard and playing fast. He's one of the most dedicated guys on the team, always out there before and after practice working on the jugs machine, and it's looking like it's paid off. I can't remember a single drop from Evan Ingram so far. He's coming off a 7-catch, 46-yard game. Huge shot to Evan Ingram. I'm really hoping we bring him back so far. From what I've seen, I'm really liking having him here. Now on the defensive side of the ball, the front 7 was just incredible. And that was against one of the best, if not the best, offensive line in football. You could really argue that. You could really make the case for that. And we absolutely crushed them in the run and in the pass. In the first half, when we were up 17-0, we held Jonathan Taylor to 5 carries for 4 yards. The reason his game looked so decent in the stat sheet is when we were playing back and up 24-0, he ripped off 2 20-yard runs. We absolutely took him out of the game. As far as pressure goes, 11 QB hits and 18 pressures on Matt Ryan on his 35 dropbacks. That's huge, and that resulted in a bunch of turnovers. That's how you got to do it. You beat him up front, and you let the DBs eat on the back end. That's the recipe to success. That was our 2017 run. Our front 7, Saxonville, getting pressure and letting our DBs take advantage. Tashawn Gibson, Barry Church, Jalen, Boye, Aaron Colvin, just taking advantage in the back end because of the pressure up front. And we're using that recipe right now, and I'm loving it. Roy Robertson Harris probably had the best game of his career so far in Jacksonville. Absolutely awesome game. Had a huge sack.
Pause.
And really looks like a great rotational guy for us. Josh Allen continues to be awesome. He had 2 sacks. Arden Key had a sack, and Adam Gotsis. What a game by Adam Gotsis. Josh Allen, one of the best edge rushers so far this season. He leads the league in forced fumbles with 2, and he's tied for 4 in tackles for loss. He has been exceptional so far this season. And then Adam Gotsis. Seriously, what a game. In just 7 pass rush snaps, he had 3 QB pressures, 3 QB hits, and a sack. And one of those QB hits was that Andre Sisco interception. Just an awesome game. Such an underrated player on this team that I am so happy we brought back. I was so pissed when we cut him. Seriously, why did no other team pick him up? He is so valuable and so underappreciated. It's unbelievable. So huge shout out to Adam Gotsis. Great game. I want to read off some defensive stats for us among the league because a social media team tweeted this and I couldn't believe it. Our turnover ratio is +5. That is 1st in the NFL. We were dead last season and it wasn't close. We were -20 in turnovers. The next worst team was -13. We have 5 interceptions. That's tied for 1st. We have 6 turnovers, and that's 2nd. And we have 5 different players with interceptions, and that's 1st. Everyone on this team is eating right now. Every single guy is contributing. My negatives? None. Maybe run blocking, but no. I'm not even going to talk about that. I just want to talk about Doug Peterson very briefly. I don't know about you, but I am loving the Doug Peterson experience. This is good football. The players are buying in. The fans are buying in. He's creating something here, and it feels special. I don't know if you saw the clip of Marvin Jones giving him the game ball, how the players reacted. I don't know if it's just because we're coming off an Urban Meyer season, but this is just different. We actually have a competent guy at head coach, And he's just been awesome. I mean, you hear it in the players' press conferences. They're all saying we are ready to compete now. We are ready to win now. And they're showing it. And that's because they're buying into Doug Peterson, what he believes in. And he's making a believer out of a lot of people right now. As far as winners today, I'll give you 3. I could give you 53, but I'll just keep it down to 3 because everyone played awesome. Trevor Lawrence, player of the game. Coming off last week, you got everyone talking, kind of questioning you as a quarterback, as this generational prospect. You come out and you throw 25 of 30 for 235 and 2 touchdowns. Didn't get greedy, took what the defense gave him, and completely took advantage. That was something we needed to see. 2, Josh Allen. I don't care how good that Josh Allen over in Buffalo is playing. This is the real Josh Allen. This is the good Josh Allen. And he's absolutely dominating so far this season. Him and Trayvon Walker going forward, man, oh my God. It's just a treat to watch on Sundays. Seriously, like, I can't take my eyes off of him. Watching him and Trayvon off the edge is just a different level of fun. So yeah, huge shout out to Josh Allen. He is absolutely balling right now. And then number 3, I'll go Christian Kirk. I mean, dude is shutting up a lot of people. He's top 10 in all of those categories. And not top 10 in salary. Is Christian Kirk underpaid? For real. When we brought him in, we signed him for what he could be for us. Now what he was, we took that into account, but we signed him for that contract for what he could be. And this is what we saw him potentially being. And he's doing it. I'm so happy right now. I know it's just one game. We're 1-1, but f*** all that. We are the number 1 team in the AFC South. We own the 3 seed. We're picking at number 25 in the draft. I'm on cloud 9 right now. Enjoy this wave. Chargers on the clock. Thanks for watching. Go Jags.